Yes, I welcome you to PrimeLearn website where learning has been simplified for you. I am Teacher Namtabi Hajara. I'm going to take you through integrated science of primary 6. We are starting a new theme, and that is human health. The topic, sanitation. This is our lesson 1 of this topic, and it is Introduction to Sanitation. My dear one, before we are introduced to sanitation, let's first know what personal hygiene is. Personal hygiene is the general cleanliness of the body and the things we use. I think you can remember personal hygiene because you looked at it in your previous lessons. Let's look at the ways of promoting personal hygiene. The first way is by bathing regularly, by washing clothes, by brushing teeth, and very many others. So my lovely one, in this video, we are going to look at the meaning of sanitation. We are going to see the ways of promoting sanitation. Call them the ways of maintaining sanitation. Let's begin with the meaning of sanitation. Sanitation is the general cleanliness of our environment. The general cleanliness of our environment. When I talk of environment, I mean the things around us or the things surrounding man. So the cleanliness of the things around us is what we call sanitation. Having looked at the meaning of sanitation, my lovely one, let's look at the ways of promoting or maintaining sanitation. How can we keep our surrounding clean? The first one is by sweeping our rubbish in our compound to prevent contaminating it. When I talk of contaminating, I mean we sweep rubbish in our compound to prevent it from being dirty. That is one way of maintaining sanitation. Another way is by digging rubbish pits and providing dust bins for proper disposal of domestic wastes. When I talk of domestic wastes, I mean the leftovers at home, or you can call them household wastes like peelings, peppers, vegetable and fruits, and very many others. So when we dig rubbish pits at our home, we dump our leftovers, all the domestic wastes in the rubbish pits. Then what of the dust bin? The dust bin is also used to put in the leftovers. Then after, we take them in the rubbish pits. So digging rubbish pits and providing dust bins is one way of maintaining sanitation. Another way is by slashing bushes around our homes to keep away vectors. Vectors like mosquitoes and sassaflies. These vectors are dangerous because they carry germs which spread diseases. For example, mosquitoes, and what you have to know that mosquitoes are of different types, and those different types, they spread different kinds of diseases. For example, we have Anopheles mosquito that spreads malaria, Culex mosquito, it spreads elephantiasis, and tiger mosquito, it spreads yellow fever. So when we slash bushes around our homes, we are keeping away those vectors because they carry germs which spread diseases, which we have just mentioned. Then we also have the sassaflies. When we slash bushes around our homes, we are keeping away sassaflies because they also carry germs that cause diseases like sleeping sickness in human beings and in Agana in cattle. So my dear one, slashing bushes around our homes help us to keep away vectors that carry germs which spread diseases. Another way of maintaining sanitation is by draining away stagnant water. That stagnant water is that water which is collected around our homes in those potholes, as you can see on your screen. So when we drain it away or when we remove that water, we prevent bleeding of mosquitoes, since mosquitoes lay their eggs on that stagnant water. So once they lay their eggs on stagnant water, they are multiplying. Therefore, we are advised to remove or to drain away that stagnant water to prevent the bleeding of mosquitoes. Another way of maintaining sanitation, my dear one, is by building well-ventilated houses. When I talk of well-ventilated houses, I mean those houses with windows, doors, and ventilators, because those parts help in the proper circulation of air in our houses. So it is advisable to build well-ventilated houses for proper saturation of air in our houses. Another way of maintaining sanitation, my lovely one, I think you're following, is by avoiding sharing houses with animals. As you all know that animals dump their wastes anywhere. So when we share houses with these animals, animal wastes will contaminate our houses and can also cause diseases to people. For example, cholera. So it is advisable to avoid sharing homes with animals. Another way is constructing toilets or latrines for proper disposal of human wastes. My dear one, it is advisable for every home to be with a toilet or a latrine for proper disposal of human wastes. The last way of maintaining sanitation, my dear one, is by having plate stand for proper drying of our utensils. And this also helps our utensils from getting contaminated. On your screen is a plate stand. Thank you for learning with me in this video. Remember, we have looked at sanitation and we have said sanitation is the general cleanliness of our environment. Or you can say sanitation means the steps taken to promote public cleanliness. We have also looked at the ways of maintaining sanitation. And the first one has been by sweeping our rubbish in our compounds to prevent contaminating them. Then another one has been by digging rubbish pits and providing dustbins for proper disposal of domestic wastes. We have also seen that draining away stagnant water around our homes help to maintain sanitation, since it prevents the bleeding of mosquitoes. Having known all that about sanitation, my dear one, up next is the lesson test. However, I encourage you to scroll down, tap on the blue button to attempt the lesson test. Let's meet in the next lesson, and that is going to be lesson 2 about understanding measures involved in sanitation. I remain Teacher Namtebi Hajara. I've been taking you through integrated science of primary 6. I love you so much. May God bless you. Bye-bye.